Hello everyone, welcome to my Instagram channel. Hope you're all doing well. Just feeling a little bit under the weather, but I'm okay. It's a new arrival. It's a package, something I've been waiting for very kind of like long. I was hoping for this to arrive. I was just so looking forward to it. So it's time for some unboxing. Oh. Yes, Eureka's Millionaires Express, which is starring Sammo Hung and Yum, directed by Sammo Hung, and it has a plethora of several different stars. Yeah, this came out in 1986. I think it had more or less nearly every major star that was contracted under Golden Harvest at the time, except for Jackie Chan. And the reason probably being he must have been either in hospital in Yugoslavia after the Armour of God incident, or he may have been just busy shooting. He was actually not in Hong Kong. And yeah, because I think Rosamund Kwan was in this, so she was in Armour of God as well. So I reckon it must have been made whilst Jackie Chan was still in hospital after that injury that almost killed him. So yeah, it's the special edition with the slipcase and also a double-sided poster. Yeah, as you can see, this is the I think it's the Darren Wheeling version. I think he did it, was it? Yeah, Darren Wheeling. Yes, Darren Wheeling actually did the work. This is the it's just a artwork of the DVD or Blu-ray cover, which is pretty cool. And then you've got the Shanghai Express edition of the poster, which I think was when it was released for the Western market on video. It was pretty much similar to this. I remember when Imperial Entertainment actually released it. I think that was the first time I saw this. What made me want to see this movie originally when I first learned about it was, I think it was in it was that movie, Very Best of the Martial Arts. The Best of the Martial Arts Films, I think it was called. It's like a documentary with John Saxon, who's from Enter the Dragon, and they had clips of loads of Golden Harvest movies, like in one movie, in one kind of documentary, and they had clips from Millionaires Express, and I thought it was called Shanghai Express, of course, and that's what made me want to watch it. When I did see it, I thought, wow, this is actually a really good movie. Now, yeah, it's a 2-disc edition. Yep, you got 2 discs, and you've also got a booklet with liner notes. I think, yep, by James Oliver, and yeah, you got some images like from the actual film and such, and also some looks like some behind the scenes photos as well, which is actually really cool. I think, wow. It's interesting, and yeah, this is actually really cool. I mean, I like the presentation of the package. It's really nice. And then on the inside, you have this kind of, cartoon art type of farcical kind of image. Let's just take this out because it can't be asked with removing 2 discs. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, which I think must have been the Hong Kong promotional material. This came out in 1986, so I reckon this was probably one of the bigger releases of that year. And yeah, the film itself, it was released around the Chinese New Year time. So yeah, I mean, this is filled and packed with extras, such as says special 2-disc Blu-ray edition. 4 versions of the film across 2 Blu-ray discs, all presented from brand new 2K restorations. Limited old card slipcase featuring new artwork by Darren Wheeling. I knew I was right. Limited edition reversible poster, new and original artwork, limited edition bonus disc featuring the English language Shanghai Express, which is the first version of the film I saw on VHS, which was the version originally of the film, originally prepared for the international theatrical release, and a new cut of the film prepared exclusively for this release that combines footage from the original theatrical and extended cuts of the film to present a hypothetical complete version. And the limited edition booklet, of course, with writing by James Oliver. Now, yep, disc 1, I think it has most of the actual features, which is the 1080p presentation on Blu-ray of the original Hong Kong theatrical cut, 1080p presentation of the Blu-ray of the extended version of the film, Cantonese audio, original mono, alternative English dub track, extended version, optional English subtitles, newly translated for this release, a feature-length audio commentary by Asian film expert Frank Zheng of the New York Asian Film Festival. That's on the Hong Kong theatrical version now. Sorry, Frank Zheng, his commentaries are amazing. I mean, he has so much detail to the actual and meaning to the actual dialogue, the setting, and everything. You know, his previous commentaries, they're just so entertaining and yet also very kind of like educating at the same time. You learn so much, and he's pretty good. I would say him and Bay Logan, I would say, are amongst two of the best. I mean, I love the Arnie Venimer and Mike Leader commentaries on some of the 88 films releases, and but Frank Zheng definitely does really good commentaries. He has a lot of extensive knowledge of Hong Kong cinema, which is brilliant. And then also you got audio commentary by Arnie Venimer and Mike Leader, which is on the extended version. There's also a select scene commentary by actress and martial arts movie icon Cynthia Rothrock, which is on the theatrical version. And interview with the Cynthia Rothrock, which is Shanghai Express behind the scenes with Cynthia Rothrock, which is 2 archival interviews with Sammo Hung as well. It comes with archival interview with Cynthia Rothrock, with Yunbu, Yukari Oshima, and alternate English opening and closing credits. And of course, there's Shanghai Express, the 1080p presentation on Blu-ray of the English language version, and there's Millionaires Express, the hybrid cut, which is 1080p presentation on Blu-ray of this hypothetical complete version of the film, newly created exclusively for this release. And there's the original English dubbed audio track, which is on the English language version, and original Cantonese mono audio hybrid cut, optional English subtitles on the hybrid cut as well. Yeah, I mean, the film itself, it's been lauded as possibly one of Sammo Hung's best films, especially in relation to like his work as a director and maybe as an actor as well. He's done some brilliant movies. I mean, my opinion, I would say his best work has been usually films like The Prodigal Son, when it comes to his old school kung fu movies, Warriors 2, and also on top of that, I think some of his movies with Jackie Chan, like Dragons Forever and Wheels on Meals, were great. But I think Eastern Condors, for me, that was possibly the pinnacle, one of the best 80s movies made by Sammo Hung when he was at the top of his game. And this was like just a year before Eastern Condors came out, and this was brilliant too. There's some great action sequences, and it's just the movie had a great kind of Western feel to it. And it kind of mixed, like you had Westerners, you had Japanese stars, you had these kind of samurai type of characters in the movie. And it's like a Western, set like in like kind of like an old town, and and it takes place some of it on a train. Some really great kind of oddball comedy mixed with the type of action that you can only get from Hong Kong's 1980s movies. I mean, if you are aware of how great these guys used to shoot action sequences and fight choreography, you know, they were one of a kind. I mean, you cannot find anyone before or after 80s Hong Kong fight choreography. You cannot find anyone who's able to top that, even up until now. It's just no, there is nothing. I mean, I'd say put films like Millionaires Express, Eastern Condors, Police Story, Dragons Forever, and even Drunken Master 2, you know, films from like the 80s up until like the mid early 90s. The fight choreography from Hong Kong movies in that time, up until any modern movie that's made that had any sort of hand-to-hand combat, you will not find anything that comes close. I mean, there's been great movies like Ong Bak and The Raid and such, and even The Winter Soldier and a couple of the Marvel movies had some great fight choreography, but it's nothing compared to what you see and the amount of effort put in by these actors and these performers, that you don't get that kind of level of commitment anymore. Yeah, definitely. This is a star-studded film. It's like a Chinese New Year movie. You kind of get something that's like light-hearted usually and full of comedy, but this is just everything: action, comedy, just excitement, and kick-ass fight scenes. Definitely, I would say you need to check this out. Buy this if you can. I know this will probably run out because it's such a very sought after film. I mean, it's it's made in that golden era. This is when Golden Harvest had actually literally dominated the Hong Kong box office. Surely you had companies like Cinema City and Film Workshop making big hits like A Better Tomorrow and the Aces Go Places movies, but when it comes to consistency, I think Golden Harvest, especially during the 80s, they had the Jackie Chan movies, they had the Sammo Hung movies, and of course, across the board, they were just making a hell of a lot more films, more consistently successful movies than any other studio at that time, if I'm not correct. Definitely. So I would say Millionaires Express, Eureka, once again, looks like they've smashed it out the park. I don't even need to say anything about the quality because every release that I've had from them so far, the quality of the film is amazing. It's just absolutely pristine. I mean, I thought the Hong Kong Legends DVD was actually pretty decent for what we got. But this, just their quality, Eureka and 88 Films actually, shout out to them. Their release of the quality has been absolutely fantastic. They make these 80s films look brand new. It's like they were shot only like about a year ago. It just shows how much care and emphasis that Hong Kong movies actually used to go through at that moment in time. They weren't just rushed. Well, yeah, it's been said at Cool Movie Gram. Hope you like, hope you follow, and see you for the next review or unboxing. There will be one soon. Bye.